Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. The lineup we have suggests it's going to be a 4-5-1 formation, Jim.
Well, the lone striker has to be prepared to do some of the work himself, but essentially he needs two of the three central midfielders to make runs beyond him and trust that the wide men can service the penalty box and make those link-up runs from out to in. He should get plenty of support with this setup.
And that gets things running. Pretty robust, but it's got the job done. Oh, great ball! And the finish! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
He's had a shot! That's gone a long way up and away. Can he deliver? Drilled in low. Away from immediate danger. Oh, nice touch. Still goalless. Out to the left it goes. Up to meet it! They've scored! Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
After 25 minutes is number 19.
Deadlock broken. It's 1-0.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Finds himself eased off the ball.
Yeah, that's top defending in preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Receives it from behind. Has a hit! No, just couldn't quite turn it in.
Well, I thought the keeper was really confused as to what to do then, whether to come and take it or stay on his line, and yet in the end, he's allowed to get away with a lot of indecision there.
It's being played forward. He's made sure that that won't get through. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status. Well, it's a crossing feast here, but I'd advise them to keep a variety in their play to avoid being found out and stopped.
Yeah, nobody's going to argue with that. Room for shot at goal! Cleared without complication. And that would have been some goal.
He was set on rounding it off in fitting style, but he couldn't make it fit.
Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. Well weighted. Surely! Has a go! No mistake! And right on half-time, that is telling! Jim, your thoughts?
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
The goal scorer for Albania, number 10.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it has been an even contest, as the scoreline suggests, and it has been more than decent to watch. So, both teams heading off. Second period then underway. Out to the right. Plays it out to the flank. Towering header! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Played towards the front men.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
And it's played forward. Well, that's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Gets into a dangerous position. Yeah, it's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing.
The attendance for this match was 60,179.
Could be a chance here. Tries to locate someone up front. Oh, well played, he saw that coming. Hoists it high. Tries to get it clear. Hoists it forward. Forward it goes. Cuts it out. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Well, he's the quarterback equivalent, so I'm not surprised that he's been closed down first. Albania showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Nicely controlled. Tries to stroke it through.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Number 2, coming on the field is number 18. Substitutions taking place.
He's had that put on a plate. Good. Hits one! It's in! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
After 83 minutes is number 3.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant. Albania probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Almost there, and the players can feel it. Played out to the right. Here it is now, shapes to shoot! And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. Well, that's bounce-back ability, responding superbly to come from behind, shrugging off setbacks along the way, and determinedly getting there.